I'm tempted, though, to play some Total War Attila for you guys. What's going on, Paulie? How are you doing? Good to see me, too.
The stakes are raised. The challenges begin.
Alright. So, here's the way that this game works. This game is a game that is a card game, but also has little 3D battles that go along with it. I look sexy in the cowboy hat? Thank you, Demon Wolf. What's up, LTEP? How are you doing? How was my VD day? So, my VD day was VD free. LTEP? Does that count? My Valentine's Day was actually pretty mundane, only because the day before was fairly exciting. Yeah, Code, you're gonna have to see the fighting part. That's pretty cool. The Order's like watching a movie, a lot of cutscenes and a lot of QTEs for a short game. The actual gameplay is even shorter. Ah, interesting, Rage. So, for you guys, the highlight of our trip was actually this. If you don't know what that is, you can figure it out. So let's see where we're at. So I played this a little bit last night and cruised my way through a few different levels and monsters and got some items and stuff like that. So I kind of learned the game and talk to you guys about it. So here's our next opponent. So the way this works is you choose your opponent, the King of Dust. Compensation: whenever a player finishes combat, they lose 1 gold per 15 health. Why, thank you, Mac. Thank you, Fazdar. Cartman. Exactly, F it, I married my dog. I am back, IQ. Welcome back. Thank you, LTEP. So now from here, we pick who we want to go after. What's that, a purity ring? A purity ring? That's right, that's exactly what it is, a purity ring. So now you see the challenges: 5 times 6 of dust, 4 times ambush, and what that is the fortune teller is able to put those into the deck, and those potentially will lay out on the table. So we go here, we're gonna select. All right, we're choosing him. The core.
Come now, hurry
or
up.
The lore.
We don't have forever.
The King of Dust broke faith with the king and country long ago, and has made himself rich and powerful through his judicious application of cruelty and terror outside of the law for decades.
Some men thrive in
All right.
anarchy and chaos.
So now that we've
The King
chosen
of
who our
Dust is
opponent's
one
going to be,
such. His
Pearly
tools are
Girl,
cruelty,
sub-a-dub-dub,
terror,
Pearly Girl.
And I suspect he will
Thanks for that
harbor a
resub
great
of 5 months, Pearly Girl. Thank you. I am not going to be at East Rage, no. It's too close to, like, this past trip that was nuts, and another trip I have later in March. It's just too much going on, so, but I will be at Prime. Why, thank you, Guido. What's up, Henry's? Good to see you. Yeah. Alright, so from here what we can do... Wife and I just had our 2-year anniversary February 2nd. Oh, nice, Raged. Congrats, buddy. So now from here you can actually go into the deck builder. And this is where you can say, okay, I want to use your recommended equipment and encounters. Oops. Alright. So now we can go in here and what's up, Peter? How are you doing? Alright, Super Simon. What's up, Dragon? How are you? So here we can take a look at, here's all the weapons that are going to be in our deck. And you can see some of these are new, and these ones that are new, we don't know what they do yet. What's up, Zell? How are you? So we have to actually find them to discover and see what they do. So like, for example, that one's new, this huge hammer is new, but we don't know what they do until we find them. And you've got armor, and helms, and shields, and you've got these different cards are kind of cool. These ones and gloves, and these cards are pretty cool. These cards right here allow you to, for example, this Democles, This card will allow you to send out a fan of arrows around you to attack all the different creatures that are around you when you're in the combat phase. This one will make it to where money drops out of every single thing that you hit and attack. So you've got all these different ones. Now you can either, right now I have this set up as the recommended deck, or I can go up here and say, well, you know, I want an extra sword, or I want an extra shield in my deck, or, you know, I want all these different things. So you can change around the weapons and armor and stuff like that that's going to be in the deck that can potentially come out as you're cruising through the dungeon. Now you also have this right here, which will show these are all different encounters or different meetings or different things that you can have come up, and you see the ones with the little icon at the bottom of them. Now if you take and you actually go through that encounter properly, what can happen is you'll earn a token. And if you earn that token when you complete that dungeon, you complete all the challenges there, you actually can compile all these different tokens, and all those tokens will then earn you ranging from items, additional cards, things like that. Now some of these are beneficial, obviously ones like the ambush here. We're going to go ahead and it doesn't feel like the controller reacts very well. There we go. So we took that one out. We can put in we'll put in the apprentice. So you can structure your decks however you want, whatever you feel you want to be into your deck. Is that the One Ring of Mordor? It is, IQ. What's up, Taruga? How you doing, bud? Pandora. See, like, I'm pressing the living crap out of B right now, and it's not letting me out. I think I'm going to move over to the mouse and keyboard. I just think it's going to go better. There we go. And then we can now do this much easier. Alright. So let's actually show you guys how this works. So now that we've got our deck selected, we've got our enemies selected, we're gonna go ahead and actually let me do this real quick. There we go. Well, we're going to turn subtitles on. Let's change the resolution to something that's basically what I use. There we go. Let's actually go with this one. Quality is beautiful. We're going to go with fantastic. There we go. What's up, German Shooter? How are you? When am I taking you to a strip club? I've been waiting. Who's that, Zell? Did you have time to play the game I sent you? Taruga, I never got a game from you, bud. What's up, Kirby? Thank you for the welcome back. Alright, see you later, Dragon. Have fun in school. Alright.
In these lands, the King of Dust takes his tithe of rule.
So you can see these are the cards that I was talking about that he throws into the deck. And these are all different encounters that you could potentially have come up. And so it all gets shuffled. And then here's all my cards. So there you go. There's my cards. And there's some other cards that he has. So what he has is you see over there, there's the four different decks, and then there's one. So some of them are rewards, some of them are encounters, all that stuff. I'm actually going to move me real quick. Hold on. Let's fix this. There we go. Alright. Move me over there so you guys can see my health and stuff like that. You don't really need to see these cards down on the bottom. What's up, Scorpio? Okay, so basically, he lays these out. He shuffled all the cards. Now, these are all random from the different encounters, merchants, battles, all the different things that you saw in some of those cards. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move our little dude along. And we found the maiden. Polly, I live in Los Angeles.
One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Marith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me?
So at this point in time, I can ask to be blessed, which should give me a blessing. I can ask for gold. I can ask for supplies, or I can ask for longer life. Obviously, longer life will give me more health, so my health will increase. Supplies will give me more food. As you can see, I have 9 food right now. Every single time you move a card, it takes 1 food. You can also have things like goblins, which will grab your food. You can have things that will set you back squares, then it'll make you take up extra food. You can have crossroads where you have to go multiple directions, and then if you go 5 squares this way, you've got to come 5 squares back. So that's going to take a total of 10 food. So there's a lot of different reasons to potentially ask for supplies. So as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and ask for supplies because, and so there we go. So it actually does 2 food grain cards. So that gave me 3 food on the first one and 5 food on the second. So I actually got a bonus of 8 food out of that. So awesome of the maiden. All right, I will do later, Taruga, when I'm done. Scorpio, what'd you think of my my store thing? What's up, DJ? How are you doing, bud? Good to see you.
Many enchanted weapons have powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, but only if their wielder remembers to use them. Farewell, mortal.
So we're gonna go ahead and continue moving along. Ah, Mr. Lionel. Mr. Lionel.
Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. He cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, then sits patiently, waiting for your answer.
DJ, I've been great, man. I've been great. Alright, so give him bread, ask him what he needs,
or ignore the goblin.
Let's give him some bread from our plate. So this is an opportunity. We could use some of our food to potentially get an item out of this.
He considers the bread seriously before placing it carefully into his coat pocket, seemingly satisfied. He then sits considering you for a while, before slapping the table with his hand. Aha! I know what you need. Master Lionel taps the table with his staff, and some plump cakes appear in front of you. Now remember, boy, when someone asks whether you'd like a cake or pie, tell them you want cake and pie. The dealer draws you 1 food gain card.
So this actually works out pretty well, because I gave him 1 food out of my stockpile, and I got 5 food for that. Am I going to give Evolve a go, or are you over it? I'm over it, Scorpio. Waste of 60 bucks. What's the 3rd card on the bottom behind the health or food cards? Gold? IQ, so you've got health, you've got food, you've got gold, and then you actually have your weaponry or your gear. I'll show you that in a second.
Then before you can stop him with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out the tavern door.
So you've got your inventory. Now, as you progress through each level, you start every single time with basic weaponry, basic armor, potentially a blessing and a curse, a shield, a helmet, a wristband, a ring, and an artifact. So right now I have an axe, I have light armor, I have, it says compensation, which whenever the player finishes combat, they lose 1 gold per 15 health, which is actually a curse. So if I find a magic user, I can actually get rid of. I can pay to get rid of this curse. And I have the shield, which is right here, which allows me to use Q to reflect projectiles. It also allows me to counter when I'm in combat, and also allows me to do a shield bash, which will stun enemies. So that's what I have right now.
Here is all you have gained.
Now here's the goblet, which is one upgrade that I have, which gives me stronger counterattacks, increased stun, new starting gear, which bumps up my starting gear, bandits, but it also increases the strength of the bandits, the skeletons, and the bandits throwing knives. So that's my inventory right now. But as I progress through, I can do battle. I can get, you know, weapons and armor out of my decks and stuff like that. So, maze of traps. Handy. I'm actually playing with the keyboard right now. The gamepad seems a little clunky. I'm not sure if it's fully done yet, but it seems that I was trying to play with the gamepad earlier and it didn't seem to work. What do I think of this game? I've been thinking about playing Brando for 20 bucks. I can easily recommend this game. Goliath. Sub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the sub, Goliath. So this is where we go into the kind of 3D portion of the game. So we're gonna go ahead and enter this cave, and you guys will get an idea of how this works. Brutal. This game looks. I think the game is awesome so far. So you can see it's putting my player there. It's giving me all my weapons and my gear, my health, and all that stuff. And so you can see now we're in this cave of traps. And we've got a couple... Oh, we stepped on that trap. That's nice. We got a couple different things we can do. We can spin like that. We can go ahead and do a little blockage. So the big one is with spacebar. We can take and do a little dive like that and, you know, move across things. You kind of got to look really carefully to be able to see some of these traps. So we don't want to step, obviously, in these bushes. We want to keep an eye out here for this stuff, move our way through here, and not, like I said, step in these bushes. Or step on the runes. Woo! Mother flipper. Damn it all to hell. Woo! Triple. So I'm liking the game so far. Why am I not going to try Evolve? Fazdart, no. That's not the question that I was asked. Am I going to play Evolve? I've already tried the game. I've played the game. I actually just found it boring. Have I ever been to Sweden? I have not, Luxor. No. What's up, the nerd? How you doing, bud? So the dealer draws you 3 game cards. This is where you can earn weapons or money or additional health. So 15 gold. 1 equipment. Okay, awesome. So you see that then goes over to my deck and pulls a piece of gear out of the armory. Scavenger cap. Whenever the player gains food, they will receive 45% extra food.
By now.
Do I still play WildStar? No, I don't. Probably, maybe Solar. I have not really played a lot of Dragon Ball Z games, but a lot of people have been telling me that one looks pretty good. Armory, draw 2, select 1 to keep. Outstanding. Alright, so we can get a mercenary contract. I actually like Democles because when you get surrounded by like 8 guys, you could shoot this out and it shoots 8 throwing daggers out in different directions. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. Now, one thing that I want to give you guys as a tip, one thing that happens is whatever gold you earn, each scenario, it restarts. So if you get yourself up to a merchant and you've got a ton of money, or you're getting close to the end and you've got a ton of food and a ton of money, go back to a merchant and buy anything that you think may help you later on. because the cards that you buy from merchants you get to keep permanently. Whereas the money, once you're done with each little dungeon level, that goes away and you got to start over. You thought it might be pure nostalgia, Solar? I'll have to check it out. Why don't I still play it, Maury? Because I spent weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks getting attuned to do raids, and as a raid leader, they had a bug that took my raid attunement away. And so I just moved on from the game. Alien Isolation is a very fun game, nerd. I agree. Ah, the forest escape.
Work your way through the woods and see what lies beyond.
The other thing, too, to keep in mind is each step that you move, you heal 5 health as well as eat 1 food. So, take the forest path. You embark on the next leg of your adventure.
Do you understand how this game works now?
Yes.
Do you comprehend the stakes?
The Ember Town hero.
That may lead you down many paths towards jealously guarded secrets. Interesting.
Yeah, Maury, I totally get that, man. I totally get it. And I'm not going to say that it's a horrible game, WildStar. I had a lot of fun while I played it. I'm not going to deny that. And I know exactly what you're saying. Like, there's a couple of MMOs that are on my radar for the future. Camelot Unchained being one, Shrouds of the Avatar being another, EverQuest Next being one. Black Desert is one I'm probably going to take a look at once it goes into a state that I can understand what the hell's being written in front of my face. But right now, there's so many other games coming out between games like this and Grand Theft Auto 5 in a couple of weeks. And the list goes on, you know, between The Witcher 3 and, you know, blah, 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 you know, so many different games. You come across an injured adventurer whose battered and bloodied armor tells you he's seen combat recently. As you approach, his eyes are drawn to your artifact. I've always wanted that, he yells. He lunges forward. Oh, RNGesus.
Choose from these options.
Success! You fight him off, and he runs away.
Crypt rubbing. I'm not sure the dead fighting back makes this any more dignified.
No, Emo, nothing about Skyforge. Did I back Camelot? I didn't, Maury, no. I just been following it. I spend so much money on buying games for the stream, it gets nuts trying to back all these games that I think look amazing. Alright, you guys ready? You see an ancient, ornate coffin in the middle of the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. 3 dusts, 2 skulls. Goliath, there it is, buddy. Goliath, 10 months in a row. Thanks for that sub, man. Appreciate that. You may have put $275 into that one. There's a game that I backed, Elite Dangerous, that I just don't even, I barely have any time to even play. Drives me nuts. Nice, Luxor, when you're pickled tits. So the cool thing is when you see this, right? You've got 3 deaths, which usually means 3 bandits, and 2 skulls, which usually means 2 frickin' skeletons. Got your paycheck, James? So now we can attempt to take them by surprise, which pits us in another game. We can either get huge success or failure. The thing is, he shuffles the cards. You don't really get to follow the cards. Huge success. So we've taken them by surprise, which this is awesome because. Awesome combo. Oh, DJ Knock, thanks for that 8 months of support, buddy. I appreciate it. I know, Mac. I know it's an awesome game. So you leap into the fray, taking one of them down before they can even act. So we'll take the one that has 3. Get rid of them. Fight the one that's got 2. Totally understandable, Maury. So here we go. Gives us all of our stuff, puts our scavenger cap on, gives us our weapons and our shield. And you can see right here in the bottom, actually behind me, right above my my shoulder. Now you see every time it turns green, I can actually take and I can hit Q. And it does a little counterattack. So whenever you see that little green thing above their heads, that actually does a little counterattack.
You loot the room, and the dealer draws you 3 game cards.
All right, give me a weapon. Yes, the Scorching
Fire,
Zeal.
in its multitudinous forms, we still hold it in esteem and wonder.
It's understandable, the nerd. I'm gonna pick up Grand Theft Auto just so I can play with you guys. All right.
Equipment with this trait burns with the flame of the ancients, doing extra fire damage. However, lava golems will shrug off fire attacks with ease.
All right. So you see, we have an axe, which is damage 25. During combat, press the left mouse button to swing your axe. So we're going to upgrade to a Scorching Zeal, which, as you guys saw, it has both fire and holy. So it'll be great against bandits. It'll be great against undead and the likes. So yes.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
Yes, I'm positive that's the right approach. So we got tons of food now. Your bra just broke. You know what, Zell? I don't believe you unless there's a picture on Twitter. How many of you don't believe... Type in 1 if you don't believe Zell's bra just broke, unless she shows a picture on Twitter. Alright, a call for the priest.
In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Greetings, wise traveler. I have much to offer you.
Exactly. Alright. So we could potentially remove that curse. Oh, we don't have enough gold to do it, though. What do we got for sale? We could sell our axe. There we go. We don't want to sell any of this other stuff. We want to keep all this stuff. Buy food, heal wounds, buy blessings. What do you got? Wrath of the Old Gods. At the beginning of every battle, the Old Gods throw down thunder upon one of your enemies. That would be nice. Arcane Knowledge. Whenever the player uses an artifact, there's a 30% chance of immediately reducing its cooldown timer by 80%. That's awfully nice. Retribution. Whenever the player is struck by a ranged attack, there is a chance that the attacker will be stunned for 3 seconds. In the Treasure Picker, when the player chooses from multiple equipment or game cards, the choices available increase by 1. So unfortunately, we don't have enough gold to buy anything. But the nice thing is, this merchant stays here. So if I go a couple of squares and I earn a bunch of gold or find a bunch of stuff, I can come back and potentially see what he has. So every time you type Q, tacos, make me one. Goblins! All right, these little bastards.
Little fellows.
One night you awaken to find your belongings being rifled through by goblins. As soon as they notice you stirring, they run away with your weapon. They have also stolen some of your food and gold. You scramble to your feet and chase after the thieves.
Time to wreck face on goblins. Now, if you don't kill these guys fast enough, they actually will open portals, and they will leave with your stuff. They will bail out with your gear. So you have to frickin' wreck their face quick. And of course they stole my weapon, so I gotta find the one that's got my weapon. this one. Where's the last one? Oh, see, he opened his portal. So if I don't kill him fast, he's gonna make a run for that portal. There we go. What's up, Maestro? How you doing, bud? So there we go. We got a bunch of gold out of those guys, and we got our frickin' weapon back. Do I still play WoW 2? I do, Maestro, yes. Alright.
With the goblin threat dealt with, you continue on your way.
I just didn't want them to get away with that damn weapon.
The horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time.
You found a friendly
You do not
trader
seem to
leading
have the
you a
temperament
rider's
for
wagon.
friends, even in the animal kingdom.
You embark on the next leg of your adventure.
Do you understand what it is we do now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the play before you were prepared?
So this is what I was talking about, where you can have multiple directions. Now, obviously, we can go this way.
It seems you have made an enemy of the rat men. They do not normally attack unless provoked.
Twitchy Purple, how the challenges work? You mean when you're doing the story mode? Dark Malik, you do. Yeah, this game is pretty good. I'm playing with a keyboard, Creature Storm. Brando, it actually has an endless option where you can try and get yourself on the leaderboard, and so the replayability is pretty high. What's up, Sene? If you sell an item at the store, do you lose it for good? Twitchy Purple, if you sell like a really good item, yeah, that item's gone. That's why if you have multiples of those cards, you can get away with selling it. Yes. What's up, Slice? Yeah, so in the basically what you do, I'm on a challenge right now, Twitchy Purple. So I'm trying to find the King of Dust. He's in one of these cards.
You stumble upon a ratman hunting party. Prepare to defend yourself against 4 ratmen.
As you can see, the plague cards equal ratmen. I'm gonna light them on fire. Throw a little Q down on him. There we go. Suck it, Ratman. There you go, Brando. Oh, thank you, Dark Mount. So, okay, so you don't lose the card from your deck. You just lose it for that encounter. Okay, it makes sense. Alright, so we've got plenty of food to be able to search all these little spots. More ratmen.
Of course, killing their leader is a fine way to provoke them.
Oh, 6 of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get surrounded by these guys, and oh boy. So this is one thing that's kind of cool is some of these different areas you go into, you see they've got traps that you've also got to avoid besides the monsters. You can also use the traps to your advantage and get the monsters to run through them. So there we go, I used Democles. Get away from that trap. Hit Q. Don't want to light myself on fire, but I have no problem letting them light themselves on fire. Oh, with the shield to the face! Doesn't my Scorching Zeal have an active? I'm not sure if it does or not, Ghostly. We'll check out right now.
You sigh as you search the bodies, finding nothing. If only there were another way to stop this plague of ratmen. Pay someone to take care of it, perhaps.
Press 1 to restore the fire and burn nearby enemies. So yes, it does have an active. We'll have to use that in the next one there, Ghostly. An ambush!
The bandits are sorely loyal to their king. They will not let you reach him easily. The bandits are sorely loyal to their king. They will not let you reach him easily.
A slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger.
Not right now, Brando, but I know that they're working on them. All right, so let's light this thing on fire. Bandits ain't got nothing on my fire weapon. Now, I'm pretty sure, Brando, they're working on a mage class. If I read that correctly.
While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realize that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. No mercy.
Oh no, RNGesus.
Taken by surprise, you are knocked to the ground. When you recover, you find yourself alone with the dead. Treasure chest.
Open the chest, see what it contains. I'm curious.
While exploring a dungeon, you see a treasure chest at the end of the hall.
Success!
The hall is silent as you move forward. You approach the treasure chest. The treasure chest looks battered, but still intact. What treasure might it hold?
Success!
After a mighty heave, the lock gives way, and the spoils are yours. 40 gold. 15 gold.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
25 gold. 30 gold.
I'm rich, biatch.
Culling the rat.
Our lives are often lived thus, are they not? Pushed back and forth by the whims of nobility or power. I will happily wager on the outcome.
All the lands
I do
in the
not
kingdom
think
are
you
being
have
overrun
what it
with
takes.
ratmen. Merchants in my lands are attacked on the road, as are any travelers, such as yourself. A wise decision. I shall begin a campaign against these filthy rats immediately. Also, you may take this blade. With my mercenary army, I won't need to rely on it to protect me. The Rat Cleaver.
Rats have so few friends amongst mankind, yet the two have lived in close proximity throughout the ages and are more similar than either would care to admit.
I know, right, Dark Malik? Get myself a nice little rat cleaver.
Hits against ratmen inflict double damage. Press 1 to cause a force explosion that will stun enemies. Like the fire.
Your prize.
But we also got the token. That was the tokens that I was telling you guys. So now we can go in here, we can look at weapons. We also have that as well that we could switch out to if we know we're going to go up against some rats. Let's take a look, Z. I need to check on my phone first before we make sure it's a little safe for work. What's up, Campo? Well, yeah, it's pretty good, Wrath. I don't know how safe for work that's gonna be. There, Z. I'm gonna have to tell everybody to type in exclamation follow, and then they can go to my Twitter to see it. Now I can remove Ratman from your deck. Oh, that's awesome, Dark Malik. That's cool. Why, thank you, Bond. Speaking of Ratman, let me switch weapons now. Let me switch weapons now.
Our old friend, the Jack of Plague, returns to fight
yes.
another day.
Jack of Plague. Time to wreck his face.
Holy smokes. Oh, bastard. Gotta get rid of these frickin' fools. Stop throwing stuff at me, punks. How do you even get up, jerk? Oh, of course I find nothing of...
You find nothing of value on the bodies of the fallen.
Punks. So now it's... Wait, see, this is a little... Something that I want to give you guys a little tip, right? A little trick. So now, because I've got plenty of food and there's pretty much just 2 cards to go...
He is not your duke, remember. He can only ask, not order.
I can actually use the food to move around and heal myself up. What's up, Core? I was on lunch and had to fix a shop door. Scary voice, if you have a girl, she must love you. Razu, I do. I do have a girl.
The real question is if the Duke is too busy arranging a purge of the Ratmen.
What's up, Zerdin? How you been? Stuff is great, man.
The traveling healer.
What's up, Durian? Welcome back, Have it, Thomas.
In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering travelers. Greetings, wise traveler. I have much to offer.
What do we think? What do we think? Remove curses. I don't know. I still don't know enough. Six bucks. We'll do this one for 8.
If you gain health, then I work harder to take it.
I didn't really have anything for me. That's okay. Alright.
Shall we? Cave mouth. The next step of your journey takes you from a cave out to the feet of an imposing forest. You embark on the next leg of your adventure.
On this floor, the King of Dust waits for you. He is prepared. Are you?
Sub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the sub, Zerdin. Welcome back, buddy. Appreciate that. Oh my goodness, look at all these squares. A bandit attack!
A group of bandits suddenly attacks. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. 6 of them.
Have I played Delver? I haven't, Durian. I'll have to check that out. Always go with the kapow. It's always with the kapow. What's up, Vastly? What's Delver about there, Durian? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Look at those counters. Boobies are up. How'd they sneak 7 gold from me? Ninjas!
Among the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you, plus an offer for a reward from the King of Dust. I need to get there.
Our hero needs sustenance badly. This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
The town of Stagel sits upon the only safe crossing of the River Ernst. However, the only adventurer allowed to cross are those who pass through the Crucible. In the Crucible, you'll fight monsters for the entertainment of the townspeople of Stagel. You are led to the first arena.
What's up, Tiny? How you doing, bud? How's my dog doing? Thanks for asking, Skadiveros. My dog is doing great, man. Doing really, really well.
Choose your opponent wisely, yells a man from the crowd. I'm betting on you.
Meet the Jack again. Did you think him done before? Oh, no.
What's up, Misery? How are you?
The deck to rise again to the top. As are we all.
Suck it, Jack. You ever have a dog that wants to chew on everything? No, luckily, Tiny, we've never had a chewer. We give them tons of toys, though. 16-hour days suck. I'm doing great, Misery. Yeah, 16-hour days do sound like they're no bueno. What's up, Free Faller?
You survived that round. Now do it again. The crowd awaits your decision.
Zal, the boobies are up. Nice. You're dead.
I have all my gold riding on this when a random voice yells, "Don't let me down." Beautiful.
Woo! There we go. There it is. Put hot sauce on things the dogs chew. Chaos, it's not a bad idea. So Tiny Wolf, this game is, it's basically you sit down with a fortune teller, you build a deck, he builds a deck, you shuffle the cards together, and then you work your way through the dungeon. And as you can see, different encounters come up, different things happen, different weapons and armor and gear and stuff like that can be found. So all that stuff. So right now, I just got done with this Crucible, which is kind of like an arena of 3 battles.
After surviving the Crucible, you are paraded through the town and allowed to continue upon your adventure. A few random peasants throw coins, saying, "You've made me rich, warrior." The dealer now draws you 4 gold gain cards. The cards token is now yours.
The problem, and so what that does is now that token is now mine, I'll most likely get the Crucible card and possibly some other stuff as well. You can see these tokens are here. The tokens that you earn throughout the course of the dungeon run go into this little thing here. Now I got 4 gold gain cards. I really wish I've gotten some food gain cards. Now granted, I can make my way to this this guy up here and probably buy some food with all this gold, but I'm pretty low on food. I've only got... So there you go, he puts that little token there. I've only got 2 food, and I've got to... Hopefully I'll get some food from this ambush.
You may have to contend with every bandit in the kingdom before you reach the king. You may have to contend with every bandit in the kingdom before
6 bandits, here we go.
King.
What's up, Spartan? Baseball swinging that shield, knocking those. Ah, I missed. better give me some damn food. I keep taking my gold when they... It's so weird I lose gold when they die. While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realize that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. Correct, Tiny, yes. Dungeon rooms, they can be outside, they can be all kinds of different things. Success! A quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. You finish searching the room. The dealer draws you 3 game cards. Food, food, food! Healing cap, any healing.
In my day, we simply avoided being wounded. Healing will suffice, however.
So, because I have the other cap on, I left that other helmet on, I'm gonna get 45% more, so I should get 14 food right now. Boom, there we go. 14 food plus 10 health. Oh yeah, what's up? Now that we got plenty of food, we can go into our helmets, throw this healing cap on. And now what's going to happen is every step that I take, instead of gaining 5 health, I'm actually going to gain 10 health.